Good morning, children. Welcome back to another session of English. So now, children, today one of your writing skills topic, and the topic is speech writing. So before we could go ahead with the session, let us understand, children, is it important to study, about the speech? And do you really think speech is really going to help you in future? Yes, of course. Speech writing helps you to really think through what you plan to say and to form an outline that will help you to organize your thoughts. And it also assists in critical thinking and organizing your ideas into clear sentences. So yes, children, today we will quickly learn and revise the format and how to write the speech again. Alright, so make sure you're going to sit with a notebook and a pen, and let's quickly start the revision. So yes, children, what is a speech? Yes, as we know, a speech is a formal talk. I repeat, children, a speech is a formal talk that a person delivers to his or her audience. Okay? So yes, children, we will further learn more about this topic. Now we will quickly have introduction to speech writing. Now speech is much the same way as other forms of writing. Yes, of course, children. This form of writing is almost similar to the other way of writing, forms of writing that you actually write, where your clear thoughts are really important, where your ideas are really important. So make sure, children, whenever you come up with some few ideas, you have to jot down the outline first, and then you have to, start framing the short sentences, and that's how you can start writing the speech. Now, it also says it includes a variety of tools that are designed to communicate information. Now, what do you mean by tools over here, children? Now, as we already have discussed in the previous class, tools over here means, the information from where we can get more details about the topic. It could be your book, okay, or it could be some kind of reference book or magazines, all right. So you can actually get the information maximum. You need to take those information and start, making an outline about the topic. Now, children, before you start writing a speech, you need to know a few things, and make sure, children, that these are the important points that you have to keep in your mind. Yes, as we discussed earlier, you need to ask few questions to yourself like who, why, what, and how. So the first thing is who you are writing your speech for. That means what age group of people you are going to give the speech. Is it like they are going to be the children group, or they are going to be the people who are more than 30 years or above 40 years? So accordingly, you can give wonderful messages or wonderful examples in your speech. Next is why. Yes, so why you are going to give the speech, okay? So what kind of message you want to convey through your speech. Next one, what your speech is going to be about. It's very important that you are going to stick to the topic, children. Okay, so what your speech is going to be all about. This is the wonderful outline that you have to plan. Next, how long it needs to be given. That means you need to stick to the duration. That means, for example, if you are giving a message in your school assembly and your teacher says that, your speech shouldn't exceed more than 3 minutes. So, of course, your speech shouldn't exceed more than 3 minutes. All right. So, make sure that you are going to stick to the duration. That's the time. In simple words, you need to do some research about your topic. Yes, children, that's very, very important. Your research is really going to help you to get more information about the topic. Now, the key points to remember. How you can make your speech more simple. Let us take few examples. These are the few points you have to keep in mind. First thing is keep it simple. Next, well stated purpose. Yes, the purpose that why you're going to give the message needs to be mentioned. Next one, organizing the content. It's very important, children, that you're going to organize that what you're going to speak and when you're going to speak. Supportive ideas. Yes, it's very important that you put forward a lot of ideas and mention few examples so that it becomes very easy for the person or the group of people to understand what message you want to convey. Next, yes, you can also mention few facts, few figures and example with proper conclusion. Yes, conclusion is really important part. The reason is, children, in conclusion you are going to give a message to the group of people, and this message is going to be taken by these people as a wonderful message, and they are going to keep this message in their mind. So make sure that your conclusion always is very strong. So yes, children, now what is the speech writing's format? Yes, the format is, the first paragraph will be introduction, next the body, and third the conclusion. I repeat, children, it's introduction, then the body, then the conclusion. Now let us see what will come in each and every paragraph. Let us understand. So let us start with the first paragraph. Yes, children, it's very important that you start the topic with your introduction. The first thing is, you need to introduce yourself and greet the audience. Okay, you need to greet the people around you. For example, if you are giving a message in your school assembly, you need to greet your headmistress, your vice principal, and all your teachers and friends as well. Next one, introduction to the topic of your speech. You need to introduce about your topic, that what you're going to speak about. That's very, very important. Next one, you need to jot down the outline, the main part. Just give a gist of what is the topic that you're going to talk about. Now, children, the second paragraph. Whenever you are writing the second paragraph, that's the body, make sure that you are going to use short sentences only. Yes, children, do not mention long sentences. Next one, discuss your main points in detail. Yes, it's very important that you're going to discuss your ideas, your thoughts, or any other main points in detail. Now, you have to provide supporting evidences and example. As I told you, if you give more example, it will be very easy for the people to understand what you need to talk about. Next one, additional information. Yes, wonderful. If you have some more additional information about the topic, you can really go ahead and give few examples as well. Yes, the last paragraph is the conclusion. Now, children, over here you have to sum up your entire ideas. Yes, whatever idea you had about the speech, you need to sum up your ideas. And lastly, leave a wonderful message. Yes, make sure that you are going to give a wonderful message through your speech. So now, children, let us check one example on how to draft a speech writing. So children, if you remember, in the previous session, I gave you one home assignment, and the assignment was write a speech to be given in the school assembly on the topic, the computer will soon replace the book. Now, I told you need to express your views either for or against. Now, I also explained you what you mean by either for or against. That means you can either talk on the topic on behalf of this, that is the computer will soon replace the book, or you can speak about against this particular topic. It's your choice, and let us check, children, how you can draft this particular speech. So today I have taken this topic and I'm going to speak for this topic. So let us see how you can draft this particular speech writing. So yes, children, let us quickly check. This is the assignment of speech writing. The computer will soon replace the book. Assuming that you are going to give this speech in your school assembly, let us quickly start with the session. Now, how will you give the introduction? Just see, children, and pay attention. Good morning, Principal Ma'am, Headmistress, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I am here to give you a speech on the topic, the computer will soon replace the book. There has been a talk concerning the possibility of computers replacing the position of books in our life. I believe it is truly possible. Many years ago, people used books for everything related to education. In fact, the human's best source of knowledge and education was the book. But computers have gained popularity in a very short amount of time, and everyone at least has one somewhere around their house. So yes children, this was a short introduction about the topic which you are going to give to your group of people. Now children, over here I started the topic with the greetings, right? Similarly, when you start your speech, you have to start this with a greeting only. Now let us check the body. Now let us check the second paragraph. I'm going to discuss the benefits that computer has to offer, its uses. Firstly, computers are much better than books because a modern computer can hold 1,000,000,000 times more information than the average 400 to 800 page book. If you want to do a research about anything, it would take you at least an hour to find the right book, but by using computer, you can find the same information in less than 5 minutes, right? Now further, I have added few more points. Secondly, everyone would agree that an e-books cost much less to produce and less to buy than an actual paper books. The information in a digital format can be easily shared by email or by copying the files onto someone else's computer, or simply by transferring it into your USB drive. It is easier to edit the information. Last but not least, the most obvious reason why computers are making our lives better is by reducing the numbers of trees that are cut down for the production of books. So yes children, in this paragraph we are talking about how the information you can transfer through the email, you can share, or or copy the files, or you can share it through your USB drive also. And in this paragraph I have also explained you that how using computer has actually reduced cutting down of the trees, okay, for the production of books. So this is few good points that we have actually added in this paragraph. Now let us check the conclusion. So now children, we can add the conclusion. We can say that digital books are here to stay, and there is no doubt that within a few years we will look at paper books as something saved from the past. So yes, over here it means that digital books are really going to stay here, which is going to take over everything, and later in future paper books are going to be something saved from the past only. And yes, in the end we have to thank your audience. So thank you very much. Yes, and you can end your speech over here. So this is how, and this is the format of a speech writing, and this is how children, it's very easy to mention your ideas, your thought, okay, through the given topic, right? So yes children, today we have also done the revision on speech writing, and you saw it was very easy. The format is very easy. The reason is there are only 3 paragraphs. The first is introduction, and in introduction do not forget to mention the greetings, okay, which is very important. Then is your body, and then the conclusion, which should leave a wonderful message in the end. And as we know, before you could start writing a speech, it's very important that your research should be thorough on the topic, and you need to outline the important points, which is very important, that what you're going to talk about, right? So I hope children that you enjoyed this video a lot, and you have also noted down all the important points as well. So yes children, very soon we will meet you again for the next session. Thank you very much. Take care.